Welcome back, friends. Have you ever faced moments where life seemed to test your patience, challenging your calm and inner peace? Today, we're diving deep into the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, uncovering 10 powerful lessons that can help you stay calm and centered no matter what life throws at you. Whether you're dealing with stress, disappointment, or the daily grind, these lessons are designed to empower you with the Stoic mindset. Before we dive in, if you find value in our content, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us reach more people with these life-changing insights. Now let's embark on this journey together. So, are you ready to transform your perspective and embrace a calmer, more resilient you? Let's get started. Lesson 1. Focus on what you can control. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by things outside your control? The Stoics teach us to shift our focus to what we can influence. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, getting anxious about being late. Instead of stressing, focus on using that time productively. Maybe listen to an inspiring podcast or plan your day. How does this simple shift make a difference in your daily life? Embrace the present moment. Embracing the present moment is a core principle in Stoic philosophy, urging us to live fully in the here and now. This concept challenges us to break free from the mental traps of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, encouraging a focus on what we can experience and influence right now. But why is this so important, and how can we practically apply it to our lives? First, consider how often we find ourselves caught up in thoughts about what has already happened or what might occur. Have you ever noticed how these thoughts can steal your peace and joy? Reflect on a time when you were consumed by regret over a past mistake or anxious about an upcoming event. How did that affect your mood, productivity, and overall sense of well-being? The Stoics recognized that these patterns of thinking distract us from what truly matters, the present moment. So how do we begin to embrace the present moment? One effective approach is through mindfulness practices. Mindfulness is about paying attention to the here and now, observing your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and focusing on the sensation of breathing. Try it now. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Notice how this small act can center your mind and bring you back to the present. Another practical method is to engage fully in whatever you are doing at any given moment. Whether you are eating, working, or having a conversation, give it your full attention. For instance, when eating a meal, savor each bite. Notice the flavors and textures and appreciate the nourishment it provides. How does this change your dining experience compared to when you eat mindlessly while distracted by your phone or television? Daily activities can also become opportunities to practice presence. Imagine you're washing dishes. Instead of rushing through it as a chore, focus on the warmth of the water, the scent of the soap, and the feeling of cleanliness as you scrub each dish. By doing so, even mundane tasks become moments of calm and reflection. But what about when your mind inevitably wanders to the past or future? The key is not to fight these thoughts, but to gently bring your focus back to the present. It's natural for the mind to wander, and acknowledging this without frustration is part of the practice. Each time you redirect your attention, you strengthen your ability to live in the present. Think about the benefits of embracing the present moment. It can reduce stress as you are not burdened by past regrets or future worries. It can improve your relationships, as being fully present with others shows them you value their company. It can enhance your productivity, as focusing on the task at hand often leads to better results. Consider a scenario where you're at work, overwhelmed by a looming deadline and past errors. By focusing solely on the current task, breaking it down into manageable steps and putting aside worries about the deadline or past mistakes, you can work more efficiently and effectively. Have you experienced how this shift in focus can transform your productivity and reduce anxiety? Ultimately, embracing the present moment is about reclaiming your time and attention. It's about recognizing that the only moment you truly have is now. By practicing mindfulness and fully engaging in your activities, you cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment that transcends the chaos of past and future concerns. This Stoic principle, simple yet profound, can fundamentally change how you experience life. So, take a moment now, pause, breathe. Look around and appreciate where you are and what you're doing. Embrace this present moment, for it is all you truly have. How will you let this Stoic wisdom shape your day to day? Cultivate inner peace through acceptance. Cultivating inner peace through acceptance is a foundational element of Stoic philosophy. This principle teaches us to embrace what happens in life, particularly those events outside our control, with grace and composure. By practicing acceptance, we can maintain tranquility even amidst adversity. But how do we cultivate this mindset, and what does it look like in our daily lives? Acceptance begins with understanding the nature of control. The Stoics divided the world into things we can control and things we cannot. Our actions, thoughts, and attitudes fall within our control, while external events, the actions of others, and the outcomes of our efforts do not. Reflect on how often you feel stressed or upset about things beyond your control. How does this impact your peace of mind? One practical step toward acceptance is to consciously differentiate between what you can and cannot control. When faced with a challenging situation, pause and ask yourself, is this something I can change? If the answer is no, practice letting go. This doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent. Rather, it means you direct your energy towards what you can influence, your response, your mindset, and your actions. For example, imagine you're stuck in traffic, worried about being late. You can't change the traffic, but you can control your reaction. Instead of fuming or honking in frustration, you could listen to an audiobook or enjoy some music. By shifting your focus from what you can't control, the traffic, to what you can, your response, you preserve your inner peace. Acceptance also involves acknowledging and embracing your emotions without letting them control you. Stoicism teaches that it's natural to feel a range of emotions, but how we respond to these emotions is crucial. When you experience anger, sadness, or frustration, recognize these feelings and allow yourself to feel them. However, avoid acting impulsively based on these emotions. Take a moment to breathe and reflect before responding. How does this practice change your emotional landscape? Another aspect of acceptance is reframing your perspective on adversity. The Stoics believed that challenges and hardships are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, often reminded himself that obstacles are part of the natural order of the world. He viewed difficulties as exercises for the mind, helping to strengthen resilience and virtue. Think about a recent challenge you faced. How might viewing it as an opportunity for growth alter your experience? Consider the power of gratitude in fostering acceptance. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your mindset towards appreciation and contentment. Each day, take a moment to reflect on what you're grateful for. This practice can be as simple as acknowledging a kind gesture from a friend, the beauty of a sunset, or the satisfaction of completing a task. How does this shift towards gratitude influence your overall sense of peace? Daily life provides ample opportunities to practice acceptance. Picture yourself dealing with a difficult coworker. Instead of letting their behavior disturb your peace, accept that you cannot change them, but you can change how you interact with them. Maintain your professionalism and composure, and perhaps see this as a chance to practice patience and understanding. Have you noticed how such an approach can transform your work environment? Acceptance doesn't mean resignation or passivity. It's about recognizing reality and choosing to respond in a way that maintains your equilibrium. It's about finding peace in the midst of life's inevitable ups and downs. This mindset empowers you to navigate life's challenges with a calm, steady presence. Think about the long-term benefits of cultivating inner peace through acceptance. It reduces stress and anxiety, improves your relationships, and enhances your overall well-being. When you stop resisting what you cannot change and start focusing on your responses, you become more resilient and adaptable. This, in turn, leads to a more balanced and fulfilling life. In essence, cultivating inner peace through acceptance is about aligning yourself with the natural flow of life. It's about understanding the limits of your control and embracing whatever comes your way with grace and wisdom. By practicing acceptance, you nurture a deep, abiding peace that remains unshaken by external circumstances. So the next time you encounter a challenging situation, pause and practice acceptance. Acknowledge what you cannot change, focus on what you can, and respond with calm and clarity. How will this Stoic principle guide your journey towards inner peace today? Transform setbacks into opportunities. Transforming setbacks into opportunities is a powerful principle within Stoic philosophy, encouraging us to view challenges not as obstacles, but as chances for growth and improvement. This mindset shift can significantly impact how we approach and navigate life's difficulties, fostering resilience and a proactive attitude. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life. Whether it's a failed project at work, a personal loss, or an unexpected change in plans, everyone encounters moments of disappointment and frustration. How often do we let these setbacks define us, weighing us down with negativity? The Stoics teach us to reframe these experiences, seeing them as opportunities to develop our character and skills. A fundamental aspect of this transformation is perspective. When faced with a setback, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" consider asking, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in questioning opens the door to growth and learning. It prompts you to look for lessons in the experience rather than succumbing to defeat. For example, if you didn't get the promotion you were hoping for, instead of dwelling on the disappointment, reflect on what you can do differently. How can you improve your skills or approach to increase your chances next time? Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, often wrote about turning obstacles into advantages. He believed that every impediment to action advances action. Reflect on this idea. How can the very thing that blocks your path become the path itself? This principle encourages us to use our setbacks as stepping stones. Imagine you've been rejected from your dream job. This rejection can be devastating, but it can also be a catalyst for self-improvement. Use the feedback, if available, to enhance your resume, build new skills, or seek opportunities that better align with your strengths and passions. Another key element is resilience. Stoicism teaches that resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but facing them head-on and emerging stronger. Consider the metaphor of an archer. When their arrow misses the target, they don't give up. Instead, they adjust their aim and try again. Each miss is an opportunity to refine their skills and improve their technique. Similarly, each setback we encounter can help us build resilience, teaching us to adapt and persist despite challenges. Daily practices can help cultivate this resilient mindset. Journaling, for instance, allows you to reflect on your setbacks and identify potential lessons and opportunities. Write about a recent setback you experienced. What emotions did it evoke? What did you learn from it? How can you apply this knowledge moving forward? This reflective practice can turn abstract concepts into concrete action plans, guiding your growth and development. It's also important to surround yourself with a supportive community. Share your experiences with friends, family, or mentors who can offer guidance and encouragement. Sometimes, an outside perspective can reveal opportunities you hadn't considered. Additionally, discussing your setbacks can provide emotional relief and help you process your experiences more constructively. Have you ever noticed how talking about a problem can sometimes make it seem more manageable? Furthermore, consider the role of gratitude in transforming setbacks. It's easy to focus on what's gone wrong, but what about what remains or what new opportunities have arisen because of the setback? Gratitude shifts your focus from loss to possibility. Reflect on a time when a setback led to an unexpected positive outcome. Perhaps a failed relationship opened the door to new friendships, or a job loss led to a career change that brought greater satisfaction. By focusing on the positives, you can maintain a more optimistic and proactive outlook. Adopting a long-term perspective can also be beneficial. Often, setbacks feel overwhelming because we're so focused on the immediate impact. Take a step back and consider how this setback fits into the bigger picture of your life. Will it matter in a year, 5 years? This broader view can help diminish the perceived severity of the setback and highlight potential long-term benefits. Think about a significant challenge you faced years ago that seemed insurmountable at the time. How did you overcome it, and what did you gain from the experience? Incorporating Stoic practices into your daily life can reinforce this mindset. Meditate on the principle of amor fati, love of fate. This Stoic idea encourages embracing everything that happens, viewing it as essential to your journey. By accepting and even loving your fate, you can approach setbacks with a sense of purpose and opportunity. How might adopting this attitude change your reaction to future challenges? Ultimately, transforming setbacks into opportunities is about cultivating a proactive and resilient mindset. It's about viewing life's challenges as necessary steps on the path to personal growth and success. By learning from our experiences, adapting our strategies, and maintaining a positive outlook, we can turn obstacles into opportunities for improvement and fulfillment. Next time you encounter a setback, pause and reflect. Ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can use it to grow. Embrace the challenge as an opportunity to become stronger and wiser. How will this Stoic principle shape your response to life's inevitable ups and downs? Resilience is also about persistence and determination. Life will inevitably throw challenges your way, but how you respond to them defines your resilience. The Stoics believed in the power of perseverance, continuing to strive for your goals despite obstacles. Reflect on a goal you've set for yourself. Have you encountered setbacks along the way? How did you respond? Developing a resilient mindset means viewing these setbacks as temporary and staying committed to your objectives. Remember, the path to success is rarely a straight line. It's the ability to keep moving forward despite the detours that builds resilience. Incorporating physical well-being into your routine can enhance emotional resilience. Exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest are fundamental to maintaining a stable mood and reducing stress. Physical activity in particular has been shown to release endorphins, chemicals in the brain that act as natural mood lifters. Regular exercise can help you manage anxiety and depression, contributing to overall emotional resilience. Think about your current lifestyle. Are there changes you can make to improve your physical health? How might these changes impact your emotional well-being? Finally, remember that developing emotional resilience is a continuous journey. It's not about achieving a state of invulnerability, but about becoming stronger and more adaptable over time. Each experience, whether positive or negative, contributes to your growth. By embracing the principles of self-awareness, mindfulness, cognitive reframing, social support, self-compassion, focusing on controllable factors, persistence, and physical well-being, you can cultivate a resilient mindset that serves you well in all areas of life. Next time you face a challenging situation, remember these strategies. Reflect on your emotions, practice mindfulness, seek support, and focus on what you can control. How will you apply these Stoic principles to enhance your emotional resilience today? Develop emotional resilience. Developing emotional resilience is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the ability to maintain stability and composure in the face of life's challenges and adversities. Emotional resilience is not about suppressing emotions, but about managing them effectively so they do not overwhelm us. It involves cultivating a mindset that allows us to navigate through difficulties with strength and grace. Emotional resilience begins with self-awareness. Recognizing and understanding your emotions is the first step in managing them. Have you ever found yourself reacting impulsively to a stressful situation, only to regret your actions later? This often happens when we let emotions take the driver's seat without fully understanding their source or impact. By regularly reflecting on your emotional state, you can identify patterns and triggers. Keeping a journal where you note your daily emotional experiences can be a helpful tool. Over time, you may begin to see trends and gain insights into how certain situations or people affect your emotions. Mindfulness is another powerful practice that enhances emotional resilience. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings from a distance rather than getting swept up in them. For instance, if you feel anger rising, instead of reacting immediately, take a moment to breathe and observe the sensation of anger. What does it feel like in your body? What thoughts accompany this emotion? By becoming a mindful observer, you can create a space between the stimulus, the thing that triggered your anger, and your response. This space is where your power lies. It enables you to choose a response that aligns with your values rather than reacting impulsively. Another aspect of emotional resilience is the ability to reframe negative experiences. The Stoics taught that our perception of events determines our experience of them. Have you ever faced a situation that initially seemed disastrous but later turned out to be beneficial in some way? This is the essence of cognitive reframing, changing the way you interpret and respond to events. When faced with a setback, ask yourself how you can view the situation differently. Instead of seeing a job loss as a failure, see it as an opportunity to explore new career paths or develop new skills. By shifting your perspective, you transform negative experiences into opportunities for growth. Building strong social connections is also crucial for emotional resilience. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and having a supportive network can provide comfort and strength during tough times. Make an effort to cultivate meaningful relationships with family, friends, and colleagues. Share your experiences and listen to theirs. Sometimes, simply knowing that others understand and support you can make a significant difference in how you cope with adversity. Think about a time when a friend or loved one helped you through a difficult period. How did their support influence your ability to handle the situation? Self-compassion plays a vital role in developing emotional resilience. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a friend. When you make a mistake or encounter a setback, resist the urge to criticize yourself harshly. Instead, acknowledge that you're human and that making mistakes is part of the learning process. Practicing self-compassion helps you recover more quickly from failures and maintain a positive self-image. Consider a moment when you were overly critical of yourself. How might self-compassion have changed your experience and response? Stoic philosophy also emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. This principle is particularly relevant in developing emotional resilience. By concentrating on your actions, thoughts, and responses, things within your control, You reduce the stress and anxiety associated with trying to control the uncontrollable. For example, if you face a health issue, you can control how you take care of yourself, follow medical advice, and maintain a positive outlook, but you cannot control the diagnosis itself. Accepting this distinction can bring a sense of peace and reduce emotional turmoil. Lead with virtue and integrity. Leading with virtue and integrity is a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of aligning one's actions with moral principles and ethical standards. This approach not only fosters personal growth and self-respect, but also inspires others and contributes to a just and harmonious society. But what does it mean to lead with virtue and integrity, and how can we incorporate these principles into our daily lives? Virtue, in Stoic terms, refers to the highest good and is comprised of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These cardinal virtues guide us in making ethical decisions and living a life of moral excellence. Integrity, on the other hand, involves consistency between our values and actions, ensuring that we remain true to our principles regardless of external pressures or temptations. Have you ever encountered a situation where you felt compelled to compromise your values? Reflecting on such moments helps us understand the importance of steadfastness in our principles. To lead with virtue and integrity, begin by cultivating self-awareness and reflection. Regularly assess your thoughts, actions, and decisions against the backdrop of your values. Consider journaling as a tool for this self-assessment. Each day, take a few moments to reflect on your actions. Were they aligned with your values? Did you act with honesty and fairness? This practice helps reinforce your commitment to virtue and integrity, making it a habitual part of your decision-making process. Another crucial aspect is to lead by example. Actions speak louder than words, and demonstrating virtue and integrity in your behavior can inspire and influence others. Imagine you're a manager at work. By consistently treating your team with respect, acknowledging their contributions, and making fair decisions, you set a standard for others to follow. This not only fosters a positive and ethical work environment, but also enhances your credibility and leadership effectiveness. Think about leaders you admire. What qualities do they exhibit that resonate with your sense of virtue and integrity? Courage is an essential component of leading with virtue and integrity. It often requires standing up for what is right, even when it is difficult or unpopular. Consider a scenario where you witness unethical behavior at work. It might be easier to turn a blind eye, but integrity demands that you address the issue. This could mean reporting the behavior or having a candid conversation with the person involved. Such actions require bravery, but reinforce a culture of honesty and accountability. Justice, another Stoic virtue, emphasizes fairness and treating others with respect. Leading with justice means ensuring that your decisions and actions do not favor some at the expense of others. It involves being impartial and fair, whether you're mediating a conflict, distributing resources, or recognizing achievements. Have you ever felt wronged by an unfair decision? How did it affect your perception of the decision maker? By prioritizing justice, you build trust and respect within your community or organization. Temperance, or moderation, is about self-control and balance. Leading with temperance means avoiding excesses and practicing restraint, whether in emotions, consumption, or actions. For example, in leadership, this might mean managing your reactions during stressful situations, making thoughtful decisions rather than impulsive ones, and promoting a balanced work-life environment for your team. How often do we see leaders who are reactive rather than reflective? Practicing temperance can lead to more thoughtful and effective leadership. Wisdom, the fourth cardinal virtue, involves practical knowledge and good judgment. Leading with wisdom means making informed decisions, seeking continuous learning, and being open to different perspectives. It requires humility, recognizing that we do not have all the answers, and valuing the input and expertise of others. Consider how embracing lifelong learning and being open to feedback can enhance your leadership capabilities. How does continuous improvement in your knowledge and skills impact your ability to lead effectively? Integrity is also about consistency. It means being reliable and trustworthy, so people know they can depend on you to act in accordance with your values. This consistency builds a solid reputation and fosters strong relationships. Reflect on a time when someone you trusted acted inconsistently with their values. How did it affect your trust in them? By maintaining consistency in your actions, you reinforce your integrity and strengthen the bonds of trust with those around you. Incorporating virtue and integrity into daily life involves small, deliberate actions that cumulatively define your character. It might be as simple as admitting a mistake, even when it's uncomfortable, because honesty is a core value. Or it could be taking the time to listen and understand another person's perspective, demonstrating respect and empathy. Each decision, no matter how small, is an opportunity to practice virtue and integrity. Consider the long-term benefits of leading with virtue and integrity. Such a leadership style not only brings personal fulfillment and peace of mind, but also creates a positive ripple effect in your community or organization. People are drawn to leaders who are principled and trustworthy, and this attraction can foster a collaborative and ethical culture. Think about the impact you can have on your environment by consistently practicing these principles. How might your actions inspire others to adopt similar values? Leading with virtue and integrity requires a conscious and continuous effort. It involves self-awareness, courage, justice, temperance, wisdom, and consistency. By embodying these principles, you can navigate the complexities of life with a clear moral compass, earning respect and admiration along the way. This Stoic approach not only enhances your personal and professional life, but also contributes to a more just and harmonious world. So, take a moment to reflect on your values and how they guide your actions. Commit to leading with virtue and integrity, and observe the positive changes it brings to your life and those around you. How will you incorporate these Stoic principles into your daily routine to become a beacon of virtue and integrity in your community? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the wisdom of Stoicism. We've explored how to embrace the present moment, cultivate inner peace through acceptance, transform setbacks into opportunities, develop emotional resilience, and lead with virtue and integrity. These principles, rooted in ancient philosophy, offer timeless guidance for navigating modern life with grace and strength. As you reflect on these lessons, consider how they can shape your daily actions and mindset. Remember, the power of Stoicism lies not just in understanding its teachings, but in living them. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, every setback a chance to build resilience, and every decision an occasion to lead with integrity. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights and practical tips on living a fulfilled life. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey can inspire others in our community. Stay connected, stay resilient, and keep striving to live a life of virtue and purpose. Until next time, embrace the present, face life's challenges with courage, and continue to grow and thrive. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.